Who is from Aba, Abia State? A. Correct. Aba, I'm actually asking for Aba. You're from Aba? Are you from Aba? You grew up there? Okay. So you know Ungwa people? Great. Those people that are from the east, let's start from them. Start in Aba. Leulong, Learia market. Like, is like this. And I saw the ingenuity of what that guys do in the market. I started in 2013-14. And I was about leaving Aba. And the ITF paid us our IT allowance then. And I just carried it to Area market. I wanted to buy suit. And then I stepped my feet into Area market, the clothing line. I was just, do you know what I was just saying? As I was walking through that line, I was just saying, Allahu Akbar. I don't know where that voice is just coming from. And I was shaking these guys. Because of, if you see that their shop, and you see what they produce in that their armlet, you'll be amazed. Now the question is, how many of us here in this, I wanted to say class, in this hall, can proudly say that we are using a made in Nigerian product? People from the east. Let's start from that place. People from the east. How many people that buy made in Aba product? Just talk with your full chest now. If you have full chest, talk. Let's see your hand up. Made in Nigeria. I'm not talking about native. The suit that we are wearing. If you know that you have your made in Nigeria, back and up and down. Let me see you. She said our bag is made in Nigeria. Please confirm. Can we put our hands together for her? This is not putting anybody on the spot. This is about the conversation that all of us are actually having. Now, how many of us have in the last couple of days preferred purchasing products bought or made in Nigeria in the East than buying Gucci and Versace and what do you call this? All these your designers. Dolce and answer me now. Dolce and Gabbana or Balenciaga, waiting. All those things that you people wear. That is the combat. I hope people are recording this video because as they come from my head, now so I dish them out. We have agreed today now that even though you are not using made in Nigerian products, can we agree that we are or let me even ask this question. What do you think is the cause? What do you think is actually one of the reasons why you don't want to even patronize Nigerian made products? Can anybody give me, without putting anybody on the spot? Yes, let's hear from you.
Low quality. Low quality.
What's your name first? Nafisa. Nafisa said, you want to say something? Okay. Nafisa said the reason we're not the reason she is not patronizing made in Nigeria, what do we call it, is because it's low quality. It's also debatable. But let me hear from, let's hear from her.
Just poor finishing.
Poor finishing. Does anybody also have another opinion? Yes?
I think another reason is the foreign things are being glamorized as against what we have here. Yes.
Did you hear her? Low quality, which is debatable, poor finishing, a very good, what do we call it, points there, marketing. Marketing. Mouth. I am even part of our team. I don't want to come out. You want to come out by force. Okay. We are just unpacking one aspect of daddy's submission, and that is patronizing Nigerian products. I hope you. I wanted to say, I hope you would. It's not me. Okay. So give us a sense of, do you agree with her that Nigerian products are actually, of low quality? Do you agree?
Kinda.
I like her honesty.
Okay, I think the reason why people feel Nigerian products are low quality is because number one, I make bags and I come and sell. Okay, to buy real leather, one sheet is very, 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 very expensive. If you want to use original leather, it's very expensive. So I use normal leather, and maybe I want to sell this bag for 100,000. People will say, it's not made in Nigeria. Why is it that expensive? Why are you not selling it 15,000? I can buy fake Prada for 10,000. Why are you selling your own 50,000, 100,000? It's not made in Nigeria. People look down on made in Nigeria. They feel because it's made in Nigeria, it should be cheap. I'll try to sell bags and they tell me how much, and I say 150. Ha! It's not made in Nigeria. Now, wow. Why is it expensive? But the cost of production alone, it's not easy. People rather buy already made foreign fake bags because they can't afford the original bags. They can't afford the original. Most of them, they carry 80% of Nigerians carry fake bags. They cannot carry $50,000 bag. They carry fake, but they cannot remove 100,000 to buy made in Nigeria. They rather remove 1 million to buy the fake.
So before you go, do you think the mentality is about the inability to remove money to buy made in Nigeria original products, or the perception that we have about our country? That's the word. That's the word. See, finish. There's actually a question I actually wanted to ask you, but then I'll leave it till when I have the opportunity to actually moderate one of the sessions here today. But the reason I actually called you out was you said you've been exporting, so which means your marketing strategy is tight. So remind me, we are going to have this conversation later before the end of the event. Please put your hands together for. So I have two more things to do here, and then I'll hand over to the uncle to commence the event properly. The first thing is to pick from what she said about perception that we have for our country. United Arab Emirates, by that everybody shouts, was built by the vision of the leaders, supported by the ingenuity of the citizens of the country. I'll leave you with this question before we go to option B. You yourself, what is your perception about Nigeria? On my LinkedIn profile, what finishes, or what's the last statement of my bio, of my about, is somebody who believes in the workability of the Nigerian nation. Daddy said something. He said, if we don't know where we are going to, it's important that we trace our step backward. I need us to begin to unlearn some of the negative things that we say about our country. Maybe if we do that, we will see Nigeria in a positive light, and then we begin to, amplify whatever it is that we do. Look at how our musicals, sports, everything that's coming out of Nigeria is making waves, around the world. But what are we saying about our country? I'll leave you with that question. The next and the last conversation is about our education. Daddy said something. He said our I like the fact that we are honest here. And who can tell me one celebrity that this brother looks like? Who can tell me? Eh? I can't hear you. Somebody said Onokoya here now. Adekunle Gold. And then somebody said the studio Onokoya. Okay. So my brother here, when I saw you, I was looking at the face of studio Onokoya actually. I was like, bro, Sapa, you be brother. Okay, so you said school is calm. Remember the statement that we normally say, we listen. Say it again, we listen. Take mic.
Okay, my reason why I'm saying that is because my name is Kaojo. I work in Transact. And the reason why I say school is calm is because if anybody here is working in an organization, probably something like medicine, you're working in a bank, engineering, you're working in the hospital. Something else, and it's actually funny because if you want to be successful now, you can't really try the system. You're limited. So like most of us are working here because of job security, or looking for pension, or looking for HMO, stuff like that. But if you can actually go out like the entrepreneur that came and actually like master your craft, you're actually going to do way better. And if you look at countries like Germany, that like most of their engineers can't even speak English, they can't even do anything. If you look at the sport industry, where people are using just their skill, some of them don't know how to even talk in court, but like their skill is working for them, and then they are making a living out of everything. You go to school and a lecturer can look you in the face and swear they're not going to graduate, and it's going to happen. And we make you look like this thing happens all over. It doesn't happen all over. It's mostly in Nigeria, to be very honest. And that's why most of our young men, young ladies, they venture into crazy stuff, fraud, hookup business, things like that, because we have a country that's actually failing us as young people, you understand? So like the education system is not helping us at all.
Wait first, don't go yet. Don't go yet. He deserves a clap, and he did not deserve a clap. So all of you agree with him that's okay. Who has a dissenting opinion? It's not dissenting. I'll take you. Brother Tunde Onakoya, please go and sit down. Please put your hands together for him once again.
The statement school as calm, I feel like is a very subjective statement, right? It's not something that you say it is this or it is that. It's not an extreme. So he gave his points to back up the fact that in this world today, or in Nigeria today, your degree might not be what is putting food on your table. And even those that are using the degree to earn a living, it is not enough to sustain them in this economy. Even when we're talking about agriculture, the first thing that pops into my mind is that even the agriculture that 25 of us raised our hands to, that said we're interested in, it's born out of necessity. 60-70% of the people that want to go into agriculture today is necessity. Like when I say out of necessity, yes, there is food insecurity. We need agriculture for the economy to be boosted, necessity. And we are also venturing into agriculture because that is where the money is now. That is the necessity that is pushing it to school and scam. I'm a pharmacist, so my school is more scam because people's lives are in my hands, right? So that's why I said it's a very subjective thing. There are some things you can't do without school, and then you can achieve so much more even without it. So it's subjective to me.
There's only one person that is clapping.
Okay, even yesterday I make use of it.
situation, the way they give the education, the way they
get to know more things.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Shema. So for me, the statement school is scam, just like someone else said there, it's very subjective. And I've had this conversation with a lot of people before, and I can say very categorically that school is not scam. And like she also said, I'll allude to what she said, education is the essence of going to school. So you ought to get educated. If you're going just by the fact that you went to school, it's not going to take you anywhere. So in schooling, you have to teach yourself so many things. And there's this word I found, the word is autodidactic, where you get to be self-taught. You teach yourself things. So when you go to school, after going to school, there are certain things you get from school. Then from there, you now begin to retrain yourself. So in the entirety of the statement, I do not agree. But I think that school is very important. But at the same time, it's not the panacea to all of your problems in the world.
Can you plug in direct? Does it have where you can plug in directly? No, if you put it there, then it will.
Please put your hands together for her. You have any last Avisa? Ambassador. Both of you don't talk. Last person who wants to just anybody? Okay. Let's take you.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Afiniki. I want to double down on what she said about the system. I don't have an issue with school, but the system is what's